Everybody, welcome back to the channel. Thank you very much for tuning back in. We do appreciate it. We are here. It's Monday morning. We are in the unit. We are about to go out to work. You are going to be following James this morning, who is who's drawing. Whose is the Betty Crocker Big Cocker? Okay. Obviously, this is. I mean, you can see my guys are. They have very high intellect. Yes. Now, before we go out to work, this was something I wanted to show you guys. Screwfix do a range of equipment called LAP. Now, LAP is a budget brand. It's a budget conscientious brand. So if you're on a bit of a budget, it works really well. Some people will always say with budget brands, it's absolute smeg. Don't ever buy it. It's crap. It's nonsense, okay? LAP actually, for a budget brand, it really isn't that bad. Now they did LED lamps like these ones. You get them in 2.7K and 4K. Now this was one of their old style. You used to get them in boxes of 10. And they were like 20 quid a box. Good value. And to be fair, they're fully dimmable. They lasted really, really well. That was the old style. They have changed their style. Now I'd like to point out the packaging, the price, part number, all stays the same. And the lamp is different because that weighs about a quarter of what this one does. They've done something, and these new ones that they sell are just pants. They don't. I've changed, me and the camera guy went to a garden. In fact, it was the last video you saw. We had a load of GU10s to change, all the new ones. They were in less than 6 months and they've all burnt out. So whatever they've done, they've obviously changed something, but these are going to be going off to Big Clive. So I've got a little note for you here, Clive. These are going to be going off to you in there. And you also get some marker pens as well, Clive. So those are going in a box off to you. So I'd be really interested to see what they've actually done with those, to see what the difference is inside. We have a new rope, the new climbing rope. This is part of the fitness regime here. We've been trying to work out how to do rope climbing. It's really tough if no one's ever tried it. But there's a thing with your feet that you're supposed to, you climb using your feet. You don't actually climb you obviously climb with your arms, but you use your feet. I've got my jacket on, so I can't demonstrate this hugely well, but you're supposed to, me and James were messing around last night before we left the unit trying to do it. But basically, you climb up like this, but you're supposed to do something. I've seen them do it. Like this, yeah, like that. So you sort of lock it with your feet. And the point is you then climb up the rope, but you use your feet. That takes a bit of practice. The guy on YouTube was just like bopping up he had that down to a fine art. And he was literally just climbing it using his feet. So I don't know, if you've got any tips on how to do that, put it below. I'm gonna hand you over to James. I will see you a little later on this afternoon.
I didn't do something stupid. I didn't sound good, did it? Oh wait. What?
Keep on going, but be quiet. What's that?
They're winding me up. You're playing jokes again, aren't you?
I don't know.
Oh, there's a
Nah, brother.
Right, stop playing jokes. We're late as it is, mind. I got work to do. What even is it?
Nah, keep on going.
I does not sound good back. Not my van, can't see it from my house.
Can't see it from my house.
Look at him! What is that? That's really annoying. A box. I'm about an hour late as it is, and I got a cardboard box under my van. Oh, and there's more. What's my hair like now? You can't believe you left me in the last footage with that monstrosity, like you look like Elvis Presley or something. Alright, what's happening, guys? You're with me today. I think we got a little bit of fault finding and changing another extraction fan. So I think on the fault finders, an EICR has been done and there's a broken line to line, it's an open circuit on the ring. So that's all I know really, so we'll see when we get there. Wait for Tomo and Jo. Will you two stop messing about and hurry up?
Honestly, he thinks he's the boss. Okay, boss. Okay, boss. Right, Jimbo. You need to give us a positivity speech today. We want to hear from the boss man himself some positivity. Yeah.
We got 2 weeks till Christmas, lads. I don't know what Santa's bringing you, but he's bringing me some positivity for the new year. Wrapped up.
He's bringing me.
I've asked for tools for Christmas. No one will buy me tools for Christmas because they say it's a waste of time. So I'm not happy with that. But positivity, I'll get Tomo to ask some tool companies to give me some.
Nipex are sending out a bunch of tethered stuff.
Tomo's just said that the stuff that Nipex send, we've got to share between me and you, Jimbo. So you can't nick it all this time.
Is he not going to get none of it?
Shit, I don't know what that word means.
But if they do have any new cutters, we have to give them to Tom.
Oh yeah, those blown up snips. Change them.
It's about time, eh?
It's a sign that I use them heavily.
Yeah, like he uses them, you just clean yours. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, you tell him.
Where are you going first, Jimbo?
A5 and Kilburn.
Yeah, we're only 19 minutes away from our first job. What about you guys?
I'm with the boss, so we get there when we get there.
Yeah. Jo knows the rules. He knows the setup.
What's that, Tom? Calf breakfast first?
Yeah.
What a lad.
What a lad.
One day you might actually get to the job. Right, at the location now, so we're just about to go in. We'll see if we can record in there. We should be able to, but we're getting there. We'll rate the fuse board out of 10. I'm gonna go with a guess at the minute. I'm gonna go a 6 out of 10, but we'll see what it actually is like. And then we'll make a start and show you how I do the fault finding. Standard shit with a little van. If I open the door. Oh no, we're all right. We're good. We're good. We're good. We're good. We're good. We're good.
Like what usually happens.
This ends up on the pavement. Yeah. But now we're good. I don't know if many of you will know who Juice WRLD is, but his new album's out and it's just fire. RIP Juice WRLD. Right, so I was obviously going to change this fan, but it's already waterproof. So I've done the EICR, didn't actually take the cover down and check it. As you can see, it's got all like rubber seals and whatever, so I'm happy to leave that up there. Right, so we're back at the unit now. We just finished our job. Couldn't get much recording there, but I want to explain it all to you on the whiteboard. So when we got the job, we had a task of obviously finding the fault. So I whipped off the board cover, obviously spoke to the client, checked everything was alright to knock off, turned off the circuit, and I just wanted to check that it has been tested correctly the first time. So check the ends to ends, and yes, open circuit. So I think it controlled the kitchen, bedroom, and living room socket. So my first point to call was kitchen. So got into the kitchen, checked one socket in there and done it, looked fine. And looked to my left and I noticed some grid switches, and I said to the camera, I said, bet you was in there. Whipped it off using this tool, by the way, what a tool. And nothing obvious at first. I was expecting some loose connections or something, nothing obvious. But I did notice that it was wired like this. And see if you guys can notice the problem with that. But anyway, I'll get into it. So got the washing machine, dishwasher and fan on switches. And this fuse was supposed to control this fan. But the way it was wired, the fuse was in line of the line conductor of the ring. So in this case, the fuse had blown, which obviously is going to show then on your ends to ends that it's an open circuit, because whoever wired it originally has wired it in line. So what was supposed to happen was this, and this is how I've done it now. So you had your feed coming in, link over, missed the fan one to the fuse, and then out the fuse gone. Then from the bottom of the fuse, it goes to your fan switch, which then obviously controls your fan. So done that, obviously we got the correct readings, went around, retested all the circuit, and it was fine. But one thing to mention, they should have tested it the first time. They could have tested it, could have done their ends to ends when it was first wired, and it would show the correct readings because the fuse wouldn't have been blown. The only reason this fault has occurred is because that the fuse had blown. So it was only maybe luck, I don't know, but lucky I noticed it, that it was just wired wrong. Maybe someone's just switched off for 5 minutes, God knows. Yeah, so have you ever seen this, Tom?
Yeah, interview style.
Press conference.
Yeah. We've got dual mics upstairs and we're doing it like this. No, I haven't. But theoretically, what you're saying is right, because he could have fitted all this, powered it up. It all looks like it's working, and he could have done his end to ends, and that would have tested out okay, because as long as our fuse was not blown, if that makes sense. As long as that weren't blown, he or she would never notice the problem.
It's an interesting one to keep in mind when you are fault finding. You just say you got the line conductor, miss it, and just look for any grid switches or the fuse on and check they have wired it right. But yeah, that was our fault today anyway.
Right, interestingly, you know, we were talking earlier this morning about the lap downlights. In fact, I'll show you the box. Hang on. Oh, I've got boxes and boxes of these. However, they were on clearance. I've got a feeling I know why now. So basically, what's happened is these lamps, big clearance sticker over the top of it, but basically you buy those in boxes of 10 and they're like 20 quid. The old style lamps, which they had, like I say, these are going off to Big Clive for a teardown because I really want to see what the difference is inside. But they've got these new ones now. Same box, same packaging, same everything, but they're crap. However, got back to the unit earlier and you were out on a job. I don't know if that's in content or not, but you went and bought a box of Wessex LED. Where'd you get those from? Wessex?
Tool station.
Ah, Tool Station, all right. Got those from Tool Station, Wessex. I've never heard of them. I saw it in the front of his van. And I was like, oh, what's that? And it was this box. He had one lamp left, which is this one. Turns out that these lap lamps, the new style lap lamps, and these Wessex lamps are identical. So it looks like Lap have either gone into cahoots with Wessex or something, because they now, the body of the lamp, everything, that looks absolutely identical. Same chips inside. It looks like an identical lamp. Yeah, we're just saying, actually, having a chat here off cam, the old style lap lamp, this one, if you look at the front of it, so head on like this, the chipset is different on the new style to the old style. So they've changed the chipset by the looks of it, but it just weighs nothing. But also the Wessex one is identical to this new style. So they're obviously collaborating with other suppliers and manufacturers and stuff now. But yeah, the quality of them that's properly gone downhill because we changed, it was me and the camera guy and I should say, we changed out, we put a load of these, it was one whole box, wasn't it? We fitted about 6 months ago, about 6 months ago in a property. Within 6 months, every single one of them had died. And I never ever had that on the old style ones. So I'm going to be really keen to see what is inside these when Big Clive gets it because, yeah, I don't know. Be interesting to see. It's the same as breakers and fuse boards. You know how Marbo, Volex, and there was another one, I can't remember. And there was like 3 or 4 manufacturers and all the breakers were the same. They were the same body, it was the same everything. It was just the name on the front was different. And I've got a feeling that's now what's happened here. So these guys are now working, they're now selling exactly the same product, just with a different label. Yeah, so there you go. A little bit of trivia for you there, something to watch out for. We're going to end this video here. Thank you very much for watching. Like, subscribe, and all that other lovely stuff. And we will see you on Fridays. It's Friday's video, isn't it? Yeah. Monday. This is the Friday.
We'll see you on Friday.
Oh, Cam, honestly, you don't know time or day. We're going to see you on Friday. Now, on a serious note, for the ones who have stayed behind to watch, this Friday's video it's a special video, okay? It's taken a lot of prep work to get this video together. So that's going to be coming out Friday, so that's Christmas Eve. So please make sure you stay tuned for Friday's video, okay? I'm actually not comfortable about that video being released, but I'm going with the flow. So make sure Friday, 4 p.m, make sure you're there because it is a banger. Betty.
So have you...
Knob this cameraman, isn't he? Thinks he knows f***ing everything. Yeah,
food light.
Yeah, food light. Yeah, last video, food light, not floodlight.
Yes. Crack
yeah.
Lads, I ain't got all day, yeah?
Ah, okay. Yeah, alright. Cameramans, where do you want to go? Here? Is this okay? Yeah? Okay. Can I continue now? Yeah? No. Yeah. Trip to front end RCD at a major location the other day. Whole building out. Yeah.
Back in Wales.
Yeah. Can't see it from my house. That's correct, because nobody else there could see all. Hey!
And no one could ring anyone because it's a teleconversation.
Yeah.